Glamorous souls, welcome. I'm your favorite master mindset success coach, Jasmin, aka your spiritual classmate and aka your soul sister. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about believing in your talents. So let's get straight into it. First, let me do a little story time. I'm not going to be long, okay? But in 2017, I wrote my first children's book called I Am Love, a Children's Guide of Positive Affirmations. I just had the words. I didn't have any illustrations. I didn't have anything. But I do want to give a shout out to my husband, my mom, and my brothers because they supported me on this journey and encouraged me. Let's get back into it though. So I wrote this book and I had no idea what to do with it. Like I didn't even believe that I could illustrate my own characters. Like when you see my characters, you're going to be like, girl, you did that.
I did that.
So I knew that I had to get myself out of a small thinking, like just thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to take this to a publishing company and see, like I had to really expand on what I could do, on what God gave me this idea, and I had to really expand on where this idea could go. I couldn't limit myself. So that's the first thing. So I set out to get an illustrator. So I thought my brother was going to be one, and then he wasn't. So my husband said to me, why don't you just draw the characters yourself? I was like, okay, I'll do it. And it was extremely hard, right? But I didn't know. I knew that I could draw, but I didn't know I could draw, right? Like I knew that I had skill, but I never considered myself to be an artist. But here's the thing about believing in your talent, because it's your talent. It is yours. Like you can do it whatever way you want to. Like it doesn't have to look, and it shouldn't have to look like anybody else. If God gave you, no, not if, since God gave you this talent, then it's going to be so unique to yourself. And so that's what I had to say about my illustration. Like it was hard starting out, trying to figure out how to get the characters. But once I got in the move of it, I was able to fully believe like I could illustrate every character, no matter how long it took me. But I believed in that vision. I believed in what God was sending me. Not only that, I wrote letters to God. So, and asking like, God, can you please help me, come up with the next character, or please help me get over this road bump with drawing hands, like stuff like that. It was tough. It was challenging, but I did it. And I did it because I had to stick with the talent that I knew, in the vision that I knew God gave me, and its purpose behind your talent. So in order for you to believe in your talent, what purpose does it bring you? What purpose does it serve you? What purpose does it serve others? And what purpose does it serve humanity as a whole? So when you can answer these questions, you have an idea of why should you pursue your talent? Why should you believe in your talent? Even if it's hard for you to execute it, like start where you are. Like that's the biggest thing one of the biggest thing I can tell you is start where you are. I had to start by not limiting my mindset on what I should do and just believing in the impossible. And the impossible was I'm drawing and illustrating my own children's book. So here is how it looks. Okay, that's how it looks, y'all. And this is for purchase, by the way. But moving on. So after I finally illustrated, and I did already figure that I wanted to be a self-published author, and after I had that set in stone, then you have sharing it with the world. That is another milestone. You have to believe in yourself to share with the world, but become authentic. Like we can get so used to seeing other videos and thinking that somebody else's blueprint is the way that we should do it. But that's not the case. Whatever God has instilled in you, you're going to follow that. Just let the path, go with the flow, go with what you know, and stay on it. Times will get tough. It will be hard, and sometimes you'll feel like you can't do it. Sometimes you feel like your talent or your passion is something that you can't measure up to, but you can measure up to because you came with it here. So after I self-published my book, and the next step was me putting it out, and then I had a fear of people not liking it. Have no idea where that came from, but that is that negative inner critic that doubt that tries to creep up and tell you, no, maybe you shouldn't do this because you're used to doing something else. But in order for you to believe in your talent, you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to believe that whatever you're doing is for the benefit of yourself, others, and humanity. And you're going to flourish this way once you start believing in your passion and your talents. So I quickly had to reframe that thought of myself feeling like people weren't going to like it. And that's another big thing, like reframing your mindset on positive things, thinking like keeping your goal at a positive thing. Like when you are imagining your passion, when you're imagining your talent, make sure that it is always in a space of what you want, okay? And another thing that I do want to say is that if it's uncomfortable, that means you're doing the right thing. If it's something that's challenging you, that means it's like building your character. So anyway, I had got to a point where I got over that little mindset hurdle, and I put out my book. And because I believed in what the Creator has done for me, I believed in the vision, and I believed that this was going to serve humanity a good purpose, then I was able to create a best-selling children's book. Now, you may not be an author. This doesn't mean that you have to be an author. It could be anything: singing, dancing, cooking, whatever your talent is, whatever your passion is, right? But you have to know that, like, look at it like this, right? Say if it's Christmas time, if you celebrate Christmas or birthdays, and you give someone that you love unconditionally, a beautiful sweater or jewelry, and they never wear it. They never use it. They never do anything. They just put it in a box. So that's kind of like how when we have talents that God give us and we don't use them, can you imagine? Like God's probably like, yo, what's up with that? Like it's kind of like the same thing. Like we're not using our God-giving talents. And so you have to believe in yourself. You have to trust God. You have to believe in the impossible. So that is the end of our video. Please like, share, and subscribe, okay? I am Jasmin the Flower, founder of Yes, I Am Abundance. You can purchase this beautiful affirmation book on my website, jasmintheflower.com, or follow me on the IG. All of that will be in the description box, as well as Reiki healing, sound healing, anything that you're interested in. So see you later.